What's up, YouTubers? It is Q&A Friday.
And this is Splatter Minds.
Alright guys, so we have gotten quite a few different questions here, and today we are going to do our best to answer them all.
We have 15 of them in the questionable hats.
Yeah, it's a fedora, it's questionable. Alright, so we can't decide who goes first, so we're going to do rock, paper, scissors for it. Ready?
Yep.
Rock, paper, scissors. Crap! Alright, question number 1. It is... Oh! Who is someone you have a squish on? Who is your childhood squish? Well, obviously my squish now would be you. My childhood squish, well, Daisy Duke was my first love, you know. Yeah, so that's what we're going with. Alright, so what's yours? Who is your squish and who is your childhood squish?
You know my fangirl over. It's Michael Bolton.
Yeah, big time.
Childhood squish? Leonardo DiCaprio. Big time.
Very nice. All right.
Let's see if I can.
Yes! You try. Number 2.
Okay. Best and worst piece of advice you've ever gotten or been told? Best one would be follow exactly what you want to do and what your heart tells you.
That's a good one.
And worst piece, don't cut your hair, dye it.
Okay, let's see. Best piece of advice. Live in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you spend time worrying about the past, you'll never get anywhere. So live for today. Worst piece of advice. Worst piece of advice? I don't know. That's a tough one. I'd have to say...
Don't marry for money.
Yeah, probably don't marry to make your situation better.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people think money's going to fix things, and it really doesn't. Same thing with kids. Don't have kids to try and make it better. All right, so number 3.
You want me to go next?
Since we've started living together, what has been the biggest thing you've had to learn about each other? For me, you're OCD. She's an OCD for cleaning, so that's, I mean, you know, it's a cool thing because, you know, I never really have to clean anything. She does it. But, you know, at the same time, I was raised to be pretty clean, so it kind of drives me nuts.
I take care of your laundry, I take care of everything, but you know he cooks really well, so I get fed.
True.
I'm pretty much your typical housewife when it comes down to it, but except for the cooking part. So
Yeah.
I guess it would be, you know, we both need our space when it comes down to it.
Yeah, yeah. We do have our times where we get on each other's nerves.
Yeah, well, even if we're not getting into those nerves, you know, you like to play your games, and I like to go do my thing too.
Oh yeah, yeah, video games definitely.
Yeah, or even when it's just, hey, I need to go chat here or do this, so
yeah,
we both need our own thing to do.
All right, next question.
Describe the other person and vice versa as a Pokemon.
Ooh, are we talking the original 150?
Original 150.
Okay, originally 150. Ooh. What did you say?
Charizard, maybe?
What?
Your evolution's damn cool. Remember I met you when you were 17. I've seen you grow into a really cool person, more so than any person I've ever met, besides probably my 2 best friends, and I've known them forever.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Let's see. You as a Pokemon. I would, as cheesy as it is, I would have to go with Pikachu. Because, Pikachu is always the one that's cute and cuddly and then will just shock the hell out of you at any given moment.
Our room already shocks the hell out of you anyway, so.
Yeah, we have an insane problem here with we have a lot of electronics in here, and so we constantly have a static problem. We will have to get that on video one day of
Even
all the
cat.
things in the room that just shock the piss out of us. It's terrible sometimes.
The cat shocks us. His robe shocks me. My robe shocks me.
Everything.
Yeah. It's just no.
Anyways, moving on. Next question is, if your life was like a television show, what TV show would it be? Somewhere between National Geographic and Sweet Life on Deck, I guess.
Why?
National Geographic because of all of the animals we have around here. And, we're always being quirky, being funny with each other.
The way my hair looks in the morning.
Oh yeah, we look terrible first thing in the morning. This will get on video one day, what we look like first thing in the morning.
There is drool everywhere,
Yeah,
and
it's terrible.
the first thing we need in the morning is caffeine. Otherwise, it's apes on deck probably.
Coffee is king. All right, so what about you? What would your television show of life be?
My Little Pony.
Go figure.
I am a brony. With female anatomy. I am a brony.
And we'll leave that one at that.
Oh yeah. If you could spend a day with any celebrity, alive or dead, who would it be and why?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh God. Marilyn Monroe or Lucille Ball?
Why?
Lucille Ball was just so funny. Marilyn Monroe just didn't give a flying.
Yeah,
She was
that's
Honey
true.
Badger.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh. I would have to say Bela Lugosi. For those of you who do not know who that is, he was the original Dracula. Look him up. And he just has such a way about him with his acting. I would love to sit down and talk to him. That would be neat. All right, let's see here. Next one says guilty pleasure. Ooh, my guilty pleasure. Ooh, that's a tough one. I have to admit, I do have a thing for romantic comedies every so often. It's either that or some of the games I play. I'm a huge Skyrim fan, huge Assassin's Creed fan. Those are definitely my comfort things.
That or Risk or Scrabble.
Occasionally, yeah.
I think that's guilty pleasure once in a while.
Yeah. So what about you? What's your guilty pleasure?
Really bad sex novels.
50 Shades of Grey.
Was really just
My Little Pony.
My Little Pony. Supernatural, the TV show. It's so cheesy. It's bad, but
Still pretty funny though.
yeah. And bad vampire novels. Yeah. But occasionally those really good ones, if you go back when you're really, 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 really young, Stephen King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
I refuse to read it. No. Even though it's not a vampire novel.
See the movie.
Clowns.
All right.
From my mother, why do birds sing?
That's a good one. Because they can.
Because they're afraid of heights, man. No!
Because they're afraid of heights. That's awesome. That's a good one.
No!
Oh wow. All right, next question. What is something the other person does to make you laugh? Oh goodness, just all of your random little quirks you do. She makes some of the snarkiest, funniest remarks to things I say, and it is just hilarious. They will catch you totally off guard, and you're gonna sit there for a second, and then it'll hit you, and you're like, "Oh, that was bad." All right, so what about you? What is something the other person does to make you laugh?
When we're driving around and just the most random things, we can be driving through Starbucks and just, yeah. He's snarky. He's witty.
We like to mess with people on drive-throughs, so be
Yeah.
forewarned. If you work at a drive-through and you tell us where you work, we will come mess with you.
Yep, and we'll make up the entire life stories while the window's closed.
Yeah. Next question.
Oh. What is the nickname you went by when you were younger?
Oh,
How young are we talking?
Well, it just says younger, so.
Because we used to club back in the days. So
Yeah.
I think those should be things we talk about later on.
Yeah.
My mom used to call me Allie Love.
That's a good one. I've had a couple of different nicknames.
Nicknames and nicknames.
Well, I've been called Cowboy. I've been called Bones.
We don't go there.
Yeah, we won't go there. But yes, a few random names. Well, let's see here. Favorite book? Ooh, that's a good one. Actually, it probably a lot of y'all wouldn't know it, but if you do, it's actually one in a series. And it's a book called Red. It was actually very good. It's a 4-part series that was very neat, so definitely look it up.
Sophie's World. It's makes you look at philosophy in a different way, religion in a different way, and it's a girl getting philosophy things through the mail.
All right, next question.
Favorite cartoon as a kid?
Ooh.
I remember liking SWAT Cats, Cat Dog.
Cat Dog. Yeah,
I remember I was watching Sailor Moon as a kid too, so
that's a good one.
and Pokemon, so I have a bunch of favorites as a kid. I probably can't pick one off the top of my head, but
Favorite cartoon? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original one. That was a good one. I used to have VHS tapes of that one.
I don't even remember VHS tapes anymore.
All right, last question, and it is. This should be interesting. If you could own any pet, what would it be and why? I want a kangaroo. That would be fun.
Where would you keep a kangaroo?
I don't know, but it just said if I could have any pet. I want a kangaroo. What about you? What would you have and why?
I'm caught between a sea otter and a pit bull.
Well, a pit bull you can have. Sea otter would be interesting, though. Where would you keep that one?
Bathtub?
Bathtub. A bathtub sea otter, ladies and gentlemen. Too
Hey,
funny.
at
That's
least
a
I
good
have
one.
an idea where I could keep the sea otter.
Keep the kangaroo in the backyard. Hopefully it doesn't kick the dog. Hopefully not, but hey. Oh well.
We have a dog that would buddy up to a kangaroo or a sea
Yeah,
otter.
very much so. Well, guys, that brings us to the end of our Q&A Friday. Interesting questions. Don't forget to keep sending them in.
Well, thank you for everything.
And don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Facebook. And keep watching and leave those comments in the section below. And hit that like and subscribe button. Y'all have a great Friday, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Later.
Very nice.